one of the reasons why they deal with so many goods, so that anything that the consumers needs, they are available with the retailers. And also, it has a limited sphere of the market. It has a limited knowledge of the market. It has a limited knowledge of what is going on in the whole market, because it's dealing with a small quantity of product. Now, what are the functions? What are the things that are expected of the retailer to be doing? One, the retailer buys a variety of goods. It should be the one that will buy series of goods, so much that anything that the consumer wants, they will be able to get it from them. So they buy a variety of goods, they deal with a variety of goods, and they sell it to the final consumer. Also, retailer perform function of storing by stocking the goods, storing the goods until the consumer needs them. When they buy the goods from the wholesaler, they will store it, they will have it in their own storage, whereby the consumer can get it at any point that they need it when they go to the retailers. Also, retailers develop personal contact with the customers, with the consumers, to give them goods on credit, so much that anytime that the consumers are in need of goods, but they are less capable financially, they can easily go to them, and in order to continue having them as their customer, retailers tends to give them on credit and get the cash, the money, when it is available. Also, they bear the risk of connection with physical spoiling of goods and fall in price, because they are dealing with the goods that are bought, though the varieties of goods, but they are still in small quantity. Anytime there is fall in price in the market, they are the one that first feel it. They are the one that will first have the effect on them. And also, anytime the goods get spoiled, maybe they are the goods that get spoiled easily, they are the one that will first have the impact on their business, because the business is not that big. The business is relatively small. Also, they also bear the risk of fire outbreak or theft, or any deterioration in the quality of the product. You know, some quality, when they stay longer before they get to the final consumer, their quality will start reducing and they will get spoiling. So they are the one that will bear all this risk because of their form of distributing the goods to the final consumer, because of their function in the area of channel of distribution. Also, it results to standardization and grading of goods in such a way that these are accepted by the customers. They are the ones that will make sure the goods are graded, the goods are of standard, because the customers will always complain when the goods is not of standard. They are the ones they are at the receiving hands of the customers' complaint on any fault found with the goods. Therefore, they tend to make it acceptable. They tend to package the goods and make it acceptable to the customer, so that the business will not get ruined and lose customers on time. And also, the last one is that it makes arrangements for delivery of goods and services to the market, and also getting information from the market. What is really going on? What is the reaction of the customers to the goods that are taken to the market? The retailer needs to get the information, so that they will pass the information to the wholesaler or to the producer straightforward, and from there they will know the adjustments that is needed to pass. The other services that the retailer perform, retailer is in between the customers and the wholesalers. So they have different functions, they have different activities that go on between them to the customer and to the retailer. Now we want to look at it one after the other. What are the interaction of the retailer to the customer? Retailer provide ready stock of goods, and as such, he sell goods in quantity, smaller quantity, to the customers. That means he relates with the customers in a smaller quantity of goods in units. He also keeps a large variety of goods that have been produced, gotten from various wholesalers, not from particular one, gotten from various wholesalers and gather it together and make it available for the customer, that the customer will come and make their choices. Also, it relieves the customers of maintaining large quantity of goods for future period because he himself owns large stock of goods. That means the customers don't need to stock so much goods at their own disposal because the customers can get it at any time with the retailer. Therefore, the retailer will be in charge to get all these goods available for the customers anytime they need it. Therefore, they will combine series of goods that have been purchased and gotten from the wholesalers from different angles. Also, it develops personal relationship with the customers in order to maintain good businesses and good friendship so that the customers will not go. Also, the last one is that it provides free home delivery services for the customers. Some customers may desire that they will give the service and the product to them at their doorstep. The retailers are ready to do this in the case of agreements that they will have agreed on what to do. Now, let's consider the activities of wholesaler, the interaction of wholesalers and the retailer. How do the retailer relate with the wholesaler? Retailer gives valuable market information with regard to the taste of the customer, with regard to the demands of the customer of a certain goods to the wholesalers. What the customers needs, what the goods, the type of goods the customer prefers, the taste of the customer, all this information will be gotten by the retailer and transfer it and give it back to the wholesaler, so that the wholesaler will give the information to the producer, and the producer will know how to adjust and what the consumers are expecting from the goods. Also, the retailer maintains direct contact with the customers, and so it relieves the wholesaler with regard to the maintenance of direct contact. That is, the wholesaler don't need to relate directly with the customers. Retailers are there to take this responsibility of this interaction. Also, retailers help the wholesaler in getting their goods distributed to the customers in bits, in units. Not much customers can buy so many things in bulk. They need it in units. Retailers they are the ones that will buy these goods in bulk from the wholesaler and give it in units to the final consumer. Also, retailer is regarded as an important link between the wholesaler and the consumer because of his function, the functions that the retailer performs in that distribution channel. And the last one, retailers create demand for the product by displaying the goods to the customers. The retailers will be the one to advertise and display the goods to the customers, will be the one to present the goods in a way that the customers will like it, so that the goods can be purchased. Those are the interactions and the activities of the retailers with the wholesalers. Now, another agents of distribution that we consider, though in some cases they are not so common, but we cannot disregard them, we cannot cut them away from such activity. They are the cooperative society. A cooperative society is defined as a voluntary business organization in which a group of individuals with common interests pool their resources together to promote the economic and welfare of their members in the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. So when we are discussing the distribution trade, the distributive trade, the distribution of goods and services from the producer to the final consumer, we cannot pull away the function and the impact of cooperative societies. Cooperative society comprises set of people with the same goal, with the same purpose, with the same targets, and how they will produce, how they will distribute, and the consumption will take place so that their interest will be satisfied. The interest of the member of such cooperative society will be satisfied. The producer and consumer cooperative societies engage in the distribution of products either directly from the manufacturer or wholesaler and sell these products to their members. That is, this cooperative society if it is a consumer society, they will buy the product in bulk and get it to the final consumer, which is their member, at the cheapest price. So they help to reduce the price and make it easy for the consumer to get the product in unit. What is the role of cooperative society in the distribution trade? Number one, stock variety of goods. The cooperative society stock variety of goods that they think will be needful and will be necessary for their customers, their members, to purchase. The goods that their members have interest in, they buy such goods in bulk and give it to their members at the lowest price and at the available period of time. Then they sell a small quantity to members. That is, after buying it in bulk, they will sell it to their members in small quantity. Buying it in bulk also will help them to get it at the lower price, because buying in bulk saves some prices, saves some money, because it is good to buy in bulk. Also, they grant credit facility to members. That is, any members that needs financial help, they can provide from their contribution such help to such member. Another function on the role of society, cooperative society, is that they give advice. They give advice to their member